Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. Yes, sir, very important information to you all. What is that? How to write a pathophysiology? See, those who are in second semester or those who are backlogs in second semester, don't worry. Why? Because I am giving here some important tricks, some information. That tricks maintain patho paper. Means it maintains a strategy in such a way that you can score very good marks, score maximum marks by practicing these tricks, by following these unique tricks what I am discussing in this video. Just you apply these tricks on your answer sheets, definitely you will get good marks. Okay, I refer these tricks from many rankers, from many distinction partners. Clear? So please refer this. Let's start that how to write a pathophysiology paper. See, tips to write a pathophysiology. What is that beautiful tips? First understand, first point is, first write the definition of the given disease. See here, these 5 to 6 point initially I will explain, initially I will tell them, then how to write with a beautiful example I will define that. So stay tuned in this video. See, first write the definition of the given disease. Now they are giving the for an example, they are giving write a note on the Parkinsonism. Then you write a beautiful definition of what is this Parkinson. It is a mental disorder or a brain disease, central nervous system disease. Okay, what happens there? There will be decrease in the movement action. Stiffness occurs in your muscles, in the movements. That according to the definition you have to write that. Then second question, write classification with little explanation. Means after writing this definition, okay, of the given disease, then you have to go through the classification. Means for an example, see now diabetes mellitus, type 1, type 2 diabetes mellitus, and pregnancy period diabetes mellitus. Okay, that is a gestational type of diabetes mellitus. This classification you have to write with little explanation. Now third one is symptoms. Symptoms, see, I will tell beautiful tricks to write your symptoms. In this next slide I will tell you maximum 6 symptoms you have to cover. How many symptoms? Maximum 6 symptoms you have to cover. These are enough. Now write causes with explanation, and that causes should be minimum, they should be 5 causes. You have to write the causes. What causes you have to write, that I am going to tell in the upcoming slides. You don't worry about that. Next, fifth tip to score good marks in patho is risk factors. Minimum you have to write the risk factors 4 risk factors. Okay, 4 risk factors enough. Now let's move towards the next slide. See, pathogenesis should be in flowchart. This is the 6th point of our important notes. That is pathogenesis should be in flowchart. How the flowchart should be? Okay, what characters should filled in that flowchart I will tell you in the later slide. See now I have told you I will explain each one a single point. Definition should be exact, no confusion. Here while writing the definition, no, you should write a definition in such a way, simple definition you write, but there will be no confusion for you and also for the supervisor, means those who correct your answers. He should be clear in his way, and you also should be clear while writing the definition. No scratches, no more extra writings. What they ask directly you write down. Next, basic classification. I have told you classification is very important here. Now basic classification I am discussing. See, simple and complex. Simple classification, complex classification, these are maximum basic classification for the diseases. Now see, after these simple and complex, early classification, middle type, and late stages. Classification means this is the stages of the diseases. For an example, see classification of the diabetes mellitus, type 1, type 2, and gestational. Basic classification. Then if we talk about the classification of asthma, intrinsic type and extrinsic type, extrinsic type. Okay, then if you talk about the schizophrenia, positive type, negative type, means these are the symptoms, positive symptoms, negative symptoms. Okay, you have to follow these all. Now these in which Alzheimer's disease, it is the early stage, middle stage, and late stage. This is the classification of the Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is the CNS disorder in which what happens, emotional decreases, thinking capability decreases. Okay, See, this classification you have to maintain. Now see, very important, I have told you some symptoms are same for many diseases. See, you are referring many pathogenesis, many diseases in pathogenesis disorders, dizziness, fatigue, vomiting, headache, diarrhea, weight loss or weight gain, hair loss, thirst, frequent urination. These are repeatedly pronounced symptoms, okay, in every disease. In every disease you will be observe this dizziness, fatigue, vomiting, headache, diarrhea, okay, thinking problem, frequent urination. See, these are the common symptoms. If you don't know anything, means you write down these symptoms, and the writing should be not in a comma fashion. You should write step by step, down by down beside down, because it gives you attraction for the supervisor. Clear? Now these are the three tips. Now let's move towards the next important tip. Yeah. Yes, D1, some causes are same for many diseases. Like some symptoms are same, no, in the same passion, some causes are same. Like genetic factors, it is also cause, environmental factors, improper development of the brain cells, age, complication, then society, means misbehaving in the society. These are the basic causes where in the pathophysiology. If you don't know anything, means you write genetic, you write environmental factors like pollution or any type of the environmental causes which leads to the such type of the diseases, like CNS diseases, control nervous system diseases, many diseases, complication. Okay, these are the general causes you have to mention in our answer sheet. Then the last important thing that carries a majority in our answer sheet, means the major marks is given to this pathophysiology. See, one doubt, pathophysiology and pathogenesis, these both are same. Don't get confused. If they ask pathogenesis, you write the same. If they ask pathophysiology, you write the same. No need to worry or no need to doubt in pathogenesis or pathophysiology. Next, now what content should be covered in that pathophysiology, means first draw a flow chart. In later slide, means in upcoming slide, I will show you how to write flow chart. Then explain the terms in the flow chart one by one. What you have drawn the flow chart, no, explain those terms one by one. You explain those terms. After explanation, then inflammatory cells. This point is very important. Inflammatory. This is inflammatory, not airy. T it is. Inflammatory cells like interleukin factors, interleukins 3, interleukins 4, interleukin 6, interleukins 9, cytokinin, leukocytes. These are common inflammatory cells. Means these are the mediators which cause the inflammation. Cellular mediators. See, these cellular mediators are fixed in 70 to 80% of the pathogenesis or pathophysiology. Why? Because means our body, human body, has an immune system. That immune system mainly constituents with these plasma cell. That plasma cell or WBC cell constituents or they store these interleukin proteins. These are interleukins, leukocytes, cytokines and lysosomal compounds. These are all the proteins which are present where in these WBC, like neutrophils, basophil, like serotonin. It is also a protein, serotonin. Okay, serotonin, histamine. Okay, now see, these all are the cellular mediators. They are fixed in our pathogenesis. You should refer this inflammatory cells. Clear? Now I will show you the exact pathogenesis. See, pathogenesis of hypertension. I have given here one example for pathogenesis of hypertension. First of all, you have to write this pathogenesis of hypertension. This the pathogenesis of hypertension should be on the top. Then after writing that, you have to just draw a brief or neat flow chart of the pathogenesis, like genetic, C, environmental factors, then defects in renal system, that defects in renal sodium homeostasis that leads to inadequate sodium excretion, sodium and water retention, then plasma and ECF volume increases that leads to cardiac output. Naturally, the blood triggers over the vessels and the tension increases, that leads to hypertension. If when we come across the environmental factors, means defects in vascular smooth muscle growth and structure, vascular wall thickness increases, that leads to peripheral resistance to increase, that leads to hypertension. The same you have to write what you have wrote, no, that you have to cover in the content, in the description. First you write the flow chart, then you give a the explanation of this flow chart, what you write. Yes, this is the beautiful pathophysiology writing pattern for your annual examination. See here, my dear brothers and sisters, just to practice this, you follow this pattern, this is enough for your examination. If you are in pathophysiology, if you are having backlog, means you just practice this, you just follow these tricks. And I have also uploaded important questions for your patho in second semester. You just go and download that, or you can watch that, or you can write that. Inshallah, I will add that in the description. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.